Hey everybody, this is Dr. Jockers, and I get a lot of questions about the right type of water, what kind of water system to have in our house. And I definitely don't recommend drinking tap water, and the reason for that is that tap water is loaded with chlorine, fluoride, pharmaceuticals, heavy metals, all kinds of toxins. And so part of living a supercharged lifestyle, we've got to get rid of regular tap water. And buying bottled water is not a good solution either, because most bottled water is loaded with toxins as well. There's really not a standard for really making good, clean bottled water, I guess you could say. If you were going to get bottled water, I'd highly recommend the Beyond Organic Reign Supreme water. That's got the lowest total dissolved solid count. That's fully purified. It's really from a natural spring, and so it's energized. It's really the best way to go. Now, outside of that, as far as water systems for your house, I really like a home house water filtration system where it actually filters the water before it even enters into your own housing pipes. And that is a great approach. It'll actually clean up your air quality because it'll get the chlorine, fluoride, all the junk out before it even gets into your water. So for example, when you are going to the bathroom, the toilet bowl water is going to release chlorine vapor. Hot showers are going to release chlorine vapor. So if you can get a whole house water filtration system, those typically range anywhere between $1,500 to up to $4,000 or $5,000, $6,000 depending on the size of your house and what you want to get. But I think it's a really good investment if you can do it. And you also get point of service filters with it, like shower filters, a point of service filter for your kitchen for your drinking water as well with that. Now, if you can't do something like that, which not everybody has a budget for that, then the next step would be to get a reverse osmosis system in your house. And the reason why I like reverse osmosis is that it pulls out as much of the toxins as possible. It's probably the best system as far as overall filtration, pulling out whether it's chlorine, fluoride, gets a vast majority of the fluoride out, which most water filtration systems do not. Gets the chlorine out, gets the pharmaceuticals, heavy metals, different things like that. So all of that's extremely important. So it's great from that perspective. Now the problem with reverse osmosis is it can actually pull out too many of the minerals, as well as really just making the water very acidic, very low pH. So I feel like I really found the perfect system with the Avalon water system. Now, this system right here is developed by a company, Avalon Water. You can get them at avalonwater.net. You can actually see the logo right here, and we have it on our right-hand column right here on drjockers.com. So look for that. Now, they only service in the Southeast. So if you're not in the Southeast, you can try to look for something in your area that is somewhat similar, or you can try to reach out to avalonwater.net and see if they know of somebody that does something similar. But the reason why I really like this system, and we have it here at Exodus Health Center, my office, and I have a lot of my clients have it at their house as well. They actually have about half the unit that they can put on their countertop. But this system is a reverse osmosis system that goes far and beyond any other system I've ever seen. And the reason why, and I've got my little cheat sheet right here because it's such a deep process that I needed to kind of read through it, but it's got an 8-stage filtration system. And the first stage is a sediment filtration that removes particles like dirt, silt, rust, and pipe residue. So as water is going through piping, it's going to pick up some of that residue. It's going to pick up some aluminum, some metals, different things like that. So that's the first step. It really focuses on that. Stage 2 is a pre-carbon filtration that removes chlorine, chemicals, and pesticides. So it gets rid of, obviously, a lot of those petrochemicals. Stage 3 is an ultrafine membrane, and this would really be the reverse osmosis. It's an ultrafine membrane that removes metals, arsenic, pharmaceuticals, lead, mercury, E. coli, and other solids. And so, we really want to get rid of all of those types of things. We don't want to be drinking that. Stage 4, this is really where it goes above and beyond a typical reverse osmosis, is it actually has a pH filter that balances the pH levels. And typically the pH level here is, it ranges between 7.2 and 7.7. And so neutral is 7.0, 7.0. Our bloodstream should be about 7.365. Now I know there's a lot of people that promote alkaline water, and I'm not a real big fan of water ionizers and things like that. And really the biggest reason I'm not a big fan of that is is they don't have very good filtration systems. I've never seen one of these units that has a very good filtration system. So you might have ionized water, but you're also going to get environmental toxins in there, and I'm not a fan of that. I don't believe that's good for your health. This one, though, brings the pH up to around where our bloodstream should be, if not a little bit higher, which is great for our bodies. It really is natural for our system. It's mineral enriched using coral sand, so this actually adds back some healthy minerals. It's also sanitized. There's a sanitation process using colloidal silver beads. Colloidal silver is a natural sterilizing agent. So for example, a lot of my clients, their kids are having ear infections or things like that. Sometimes I'll recommend colloidal silver, little drops on the child's ear. It's great as an antibacterial, natural antibacterial without side effects. So they use that in the water to sanitize it. They also, and that's after it goes through the membrane, because the problem is a lot of times reverse osmosis membranes will collect a lot of bacteria. And so over time, the bacteria can actually jump back into the water on the other side of the membrane. So that's why that sanitation device is so important there. Then it adds an immune detox that adds antioxidants using a mineral called zeolite. And zeolite is basically a structure that really helps adsorb different free radicals and toxins and things like that. So it pulls out metals, all kinds of stuff like that, adds antioxidants into the water. Then there's a nutrient boost through a mineral called jade. And jade releases natural forms, and not large amounts, very small amounts that our body can absorb and utilize well, of calcium and magnesium. And it's really, really important if we're going to take in calcium that we also get good magnesium in there as well. And it's the perfect ratio because it's using a very, very natural mineral called jade. And then finally, last stage, stage 8, is post-carbon, a post-carbon filter that polishes the water for a pure, fresh taste. And that was really the first thing that I noticed with this, is the taste is so pure and fresh. In fact, we are so, when anybody comes into our center here at Exodus Health Center, like one of the things that we just absolutely go off as far as bragging about is our water filtration system, and everybody goes nuts when they start drinking this water. And it's a key part of the success that we have in the office and really getting the amazing results that we do. And again, I'd highly recommend getting a unit like this at your house. I know here in Georgia they charge, I think it's like $49 a month to lease this, and that includes tax. You get a hot and cold water switch. It's fantastic. And so it's a great bargain. You think about it's about less than $1.50 a day for unlimited water. You know, they do all the service work, so you know, if anything were to break down, you just call the company, they take care of it. And it really simplifies your life, gets you the right kind of water, which is a critical step in supercharging your life, your health, and your energy. So until next time, this is Dr. Jockers, and supercharge your health.